This video is sponsored by Ugreen. What is going on, everyone? My name is Jason, and these are the best accessories for the iPad Student Edition. Okay, so we're wrapping up the holiday season, and no doubt one of the most popular gifts, I'm gonna guess, is gonna be the iPad. It's, in my opinion, the only real tablet that's worth your money, and that says a lot because there's a lot of competition out there, but none that come close to being as impactful as an iPad. And iPads are particularly of interest among students. Its compact size paired with its robust capability makes it ideal for this population, and a lot of students are choosing them over standard laptops. So if you have an iPad or you got lucky this year and recently got one, today I want to go over some of the best accessories for them that are especially useful for students. Now, in case you've missed some of my older best accessories for iPad Student Edition videos, I'll leave links to them in the description if you guys want to check them out. I'll also leave links to everything I go over in this video down there as well, in case you want to pick any of this stuff up or learn more about them. Now, before we get into the review, in case you're new here, I'm Jason. I would really appreciate it if you give this video a thumbs up. It really does help me out. And in case you're a tech junkie like me, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with all the reviews. Okay, so let's start with a key essential. You dropped a lot of money on this iPad. Let's make sure that you keep it safe and in pristine condition. And with that in mind, this is the Soki Slim Trifold case for the iPad Pro. Now look, this can come off basic, but trust me on this one. You want a good case if you plan on taking your iPad out on the go often. To give you a very real example of how fragile iPads are, my kid dropped my iPad Air from a not too far distance, and man, it chewed out the corner here pretty good, as you can see. And one of the main reasons why I like the Soki case is that it provides full protection. All you have to do is pop your iPad into the base part here, and you get edge-to-edge coverage around the frame. It's made out of a sturdy plastic, so it provides protection without adding too much bulk or weight, and it has this unique brush texture to it that not only makes it feel really nice in the hand, it also gives it a nice satin finish. The front cover supports Apple's magnetic wake and lock feature, which is nice, and this part here is lined with a soft touch microfiber to prevent your screen from getting scratched up. The trifold design allows you to prop up your iPad in multiple angles, which comes in a lot more handy than you think. And what I like about this case is that it has a dedicated cutout for the Apple Pencil, in case you have one. But the best part about the Soki case is the price. This thing costs only $11.99. That's a tiny price considering the value this thing brings. It's way cheaper than the Apple Smart Folio case, and in my opinion, way more secure. If you want to keep your iPad safe and looking new, do yourself a favor and pick up the Soki case. You won't regret it. Okay, so one of the biggest draws to the iPad, particularly if you're a student, is its ability to be quite multifunctional. Sure, upon first glance, it may come off as a primarily content consumption device, but given the right accessories, the iPad can quickly turn into an extremely productive machine. And the next thing that I want to go over is this touchpad keyboard case for the iPad Pro. This one accessory transforms your seemingly bland iPad into what looks and feels like a bona fide laptop. Now let's talk about build. What I like about this case is that it provides a good amount of general protection for your iPad. It has a hard shell design that covers all sides to the tablet, which is great, especially if you're taking your iPad on the go all the time for class. You get precise cutouts for the speakers and charging port, a dedicated slot to hold your Apple Pencil, and the base which houses the keyboard is extremely firm. Setting this up for use is a breeze. All you have to do is put your iPad inside the case, pair the keyboard via Bluetooth, and you'll be up and running in under a minute. Now when it comes to the typing experience, it's extremely nice. These are scissor switch keys that feel great on the fingers, and because it's a fully spaced out keyboard, it's really comfortable to type on. You get a good amount of travel and a satisfying amount of tactile feedback, and man, it completely changes the utility of the iPad, as writing on it with this thing is so simple and easy to do. Plus, this keyboard really crushes it with the minor details. It not only has a top row of function keys for going home, adjusting display brightness and volume, which in and of itself is super nice, it's also fully backlit for those late night study sessions. You get multiple different lighting settings, and it looks really nice. Now, in order to really turn this into a productivity beast, this case also comes with a built-in touchpad. It allows you to navigate iPadOS without needing to touch the screen, and it makes things like jumping to different tabs on a browser or a particular area in a Word document so much faster to do. Now, one of the unique features of this keyboard case is that it has this hinged design that makes it act like a convertible laptop. You can swivel the iPad to accommodate different positions, which makes it ultra versatile. All in all, this keyboard case packs a serious punch if you're looking to milk your iPad for all it could do, and it only costs $89. And look, I get it, you're a student, so that might not be the most friendly price tag, but dude, when you compare this to the $349 price tag on the Apple Magic Keyboard, it's pretty fair considering all that you're getting here. Now, if you do plan on using your iPad as your primary computer, especially as a student, one of the things you're really going to want to make sure that you manage well is power. And that's where this guy comes in. This is the Ugreen 100 watt USB-C wall charger. Now Ugreen was awesome enough to send this charger for me to check out and sponsor this video, and man, this to me really is the one charger to rule them all. First and foremost, this thing is way smaller and more portable than most chargers out there, with no compromises whatsoever when it comes to capability. You may not think it's a big deal, but as a student, you're already carrying around a ton of stuff. Having one compact charger to carry around for all your devices makes your life so much easier. I mean, take a look at the difference between this and the Apple charging brick for the MacBook Pro. Not only is it far more compact, it has 3 built-in USB-C ports and 1 USB-A port, and it supports 100-watt fast charging. So at the end of the day, you're getting so much more for your money with this guy. Ugreen does not mess around when it comes to power output. The top 2 ports when used independently can output a whopping 100 watts of power, which can fully charge a 16-inch MacBook Pro in under 2 hours, which is pretty insane. Now that might be overkill for your iPad, so the bottom 2 ports when used independently pumps out 22.5 watts of power, which is perfect for fast charging smaller electronics. As a student, it's likely that you have a ton of different devices you need to charge up, and based on what and how many you're trying to get power to, the Ugreen wall charger has you covered. You can take a look and see all the different configurations available to you, and how the power output adjusts based on which ports you're using and how many. And I love that you can have the flexibility on how fast something gets charged up based on your specific needs. I'm actually going to demonstrate how this one charger can charge up my iPad Pro, my M1 Max 16-inch MacBook Pro, my iPhone 13 Pro Max, and my AirPods all at once. We'll use the top USB-C port for the MacBook, we'll plug it in here and boom, it's charging. We'll use the second USB-C port for the iPad Pro, and you can see that it starts charging right away. We'll use the third USB-C port for the iPhone, and yep, you can see it's charging right there. And last, let's plug in the AirPods, and bam, you can see the charging indicator light up. I mean, it's pretty incredible that this small brick can charge up to 4 different devices at once. Plus, with the new GaN technology that Ugreen uses, you not only get fast access to power as it can operate 20 times faster than traditional silicon chips used in other chargers, it's also done in a more efficient, eco-friendly manner, with built-in overcurrent and overvoltage protection for your security. I charged up my iPad Pro using both the Apple charger and the Ugreen charger for half an hour each, and you could physically feel that when charging with the Ugreen charger, the iPad is noticeably cooler and not as warm. It's way more efficient at dissipating energy and heat compared to other silicone chargers, which ultimately makes it far more durable and safe, while also being better for the environment. The Ugreen 100-watt charger really is your all-in-one solution when it comes to charging, and for a limited time you can pick this up for only $59.99, which is a crazy bargain. Just use the link in the description below and use code 25Ugreen at checkout to get $20 off your purchase. It's really that simple. I really can't say enough awesome things about this device. It's really no surprise that it has stellar reviews on Amazon. It's so convenient not having to grab a charger for each device that I carry around, and it really does make the perfect companion for the iPad. Okay, next up, you're really not a student unless you know how to leverage your device for more than studying, and one of the best reasons to have an iPad is for the plethora of super fun games that you can play on it. And in that vein, one of my all-time favorite iPad accessories is this guy. It's just a simple Bluetooth Xbox controller that you might be thinking is pretty random to carry around with you when you're on the move. But what a lot of people don't know is that you can pair up this controller with the iPad, and a lot of the games have been updated to be compatible with it. This is particularly nice for driving games and first-person shooters. It's just way more engaging and enjoyable with the controller than the on-screen controls. And man, games like mobile Call of Duty is so well made, I can spend hours on this thing and not get tired of it. Plus, it's completely wireless so you can be more flexible with your setup. You want to make sure that the controller has Bluetooth in order for it to work. It pairs up super fast, and this to me really opened up a new door to the iPad that honestly I didn't use that much before at all. Plus, it's awesome if you already have an extra one of these laying around like I did, but they're also super easy to pick up on Amazon or any local major retail store as well. Gaming with this controller is way more fun than I anticipated, and I carry this thing around with me anytime I take my iPad on the move. Okay, so you've had your fun gaming, but it's time to get back into study mode. And you may fall into the category of folks that don't prefer typing to take notes in class, and instead prefer writing things out by hand. Well, the newer iPads are a perfect medium for that, and no doubt the Apple Pencil, particularly the Apple Pencil 2, is a game-changing accessory if you're into handwritten or hand-drawn material. The issue is that it's quite expensive, and I get it, you're already likely deep into debt, so let's not make that problem worse. So that's where this guy comes in. This is the Jamjake Stylus Pen for the iPad. If you're looking for a substitute for the Apple Pencil that isn't going to break the bank, it's going to be hard to beat this one. First off, this stylus is really well made. It has a metal design that feels great in the hand, the dimensions mirror the Apple Pencil, and it even has the minor details like this chamfered edge to help prevent it from rolling off the table. Plus, as a bonus, it even magnetically connects with the newer iPad Pros, which is really great. And one of the things that I love the most about the Jamjake stylus is the ease of use. You don't even need a Bluetooth connection, and man, it's extremely impressive at how well this works. It feels really nice to write with as the pen tips are designed to mimic traditional writing experiences, and it's super precise as well. Now my favorite feature of this stylus is that it supports palm rejection. When you're writing notes in class, you need to write pretty quickly without any hiccups, and being able to comfortably rest my palm on the display without any interruptions to my writing is critically important. You can get up to 10 hours of continuous use on a full charge, and it has a standby time of 180 days, so no need to worry if you only use it once in a while. You get all this for a crazy cheap price of $29.99, significantly cheaper than the Apple Pencil, and honestly without a lot of concessions. Again, the utility of the iPad really changes once you start using a stylus like this one. It's got excellent reviews on Amazon, and I can totally understand why. Okay, that's about it for the best accessories for the iPad for students version 3. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up if you found it useful. Again, I'd really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments which one you guys like the best and the one that you feel is most useful for students. Check out these other accessory videos if you're looking for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.